evening, everybody. We're here with a special episode of just to see what the fuck we can drink. And today I got a good friend of mine who's a whiskey connoisseur himself.
Let's go, baby.
He's excited because
he
he hasn't tried half of these whiskeys yet. Neither have I, and I'm only got more excited because of this one. Because this one I had to order it, and it took almost a month to come in.
Actually, I haven't tried any of these, so my palate is like ready.
Ready.
Salivating right
You prepare for a lot of disappointments.
Oh,
Sincerely disappointed.
Well, the whole point of this episode will be to apparently everybody thinks they're all whiskey connoisseurs and want to be able to do whiskey shit. So everybody's in the whiskey business now. I mean, everybody's a lot of fucking musicians. So I just want to see which one has the right idea. Some of them's been around a good while. I know the Heaven's Door has been around a good several years, and they actually finally mastered it. Everyone else is still novice to the game. So we see how good they are with it. And I can tell you right now, from two of them, probably not that great. But we are gonna work through it. From what my little research on it,
okay.
Two of these are not made actually by the celebrities. They sponsor it, almost as like the Dana White one, where they co-own the people that make it.
They use them to like.
And they use them, but they don't even have a distillery. They work through another company.
Okay.
So it's a weird outsource type of thing. So we'll get into them when we get to them. So let's just see which one's the better out of these. Who actually has a good whiskey?
Let's go.
So we review it based on a 1-to-5 ratio and smell, taste, and how you feel about it. So let's knock out with something that's already pre-opened. We'll start off out of those two.
Out of these two, I am. Let's knock this one out the way.
We're doing I got notes here, guys. Look at me doing homework. This is Blackend blended whiskey, so it's not a bourbon. Blended whiskey meaning that just take the best barrels that they have and blend them together, and it doesn't reach the standards to make it a bourbon. Meaning it's not aged in new oak barrels.
Okay.
That's pretty much one of the main things for bourbons. They're aged in sherry. I think brandy casks. So they use brandy cognac casks to age these whiskeys. And the big gimmick behind Blackend whiskey is they use Metallica music to stir it.
I did hear about that.
It's the dumbest gimmick shit ever.
I thought that wasn't real, but
no.
Okay, it is.
It's actually a thing. They put it in this sound barrier proof.
Yeah.
And this is blast Metallica music, and it shakes the barrels.
And I actually heard that in the back of this, they have like the songs that they use.
Yes. Whenever you buy the thing, it comes with a card, and it gives you the batch number, and then you look up the batch number on the website, and then it tells you the list of music that they use.
That is awesome. Now that part is pretty creative.
It's cool. It's creative. It's cool. But like, me and my cousin, when we first reviewed it, we both determined that it's a gimmick.
Okay.
It's just one of those things like it's stirred by Metallica music. But, okay.
Man.
But this is one of the breweries or distilleries that Metallica actually makes. They created a distillery called Sweet Amber, and they're officially opening up this year in the Bay City, San Francisco, for tourings. And they're starting to make more products. Like they just released their double-barreled whiskey, which I haven't tried yet.
Okay.
But again, like everything else, Metallica is expensive. Like this one goes for $50. That one went for like $100.
Okay, you said San Francisco, right?
Yes.
Another reason to go with it. Maybe.
Exactly.
I mean, we'll figure it out.
We'll see if you like it.
Yeah.
Maybe it tastes better at the thing. So we'll start off here, quick and easy.
All right, man. Cheers.
Cheers. Now I will give you this. The smell for this is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I do enjoy the smell because it's brandy. It's a brandy smell, so you smell the fruits that they all use. You get that real bad taste.
Yeah. Wow. Right in the fucking throat.
Like I said, it's like you smell it, you expect something better.
Yeah.
And it just goes down like a McCormick. You would think so. Sometimes when you hold on to bottles, introducing the ocean to it usually makes it either cleaner or smoother over time. This has yet to experience that.
You know, I was really hoping like I would drink this, right?
Yeah. Just be blown away.
All the fucking Metallica music just starts playing in my head. But
now, how would you rate this?
You said rate it based on
smell and how you taste it.
What about like the creativeness that they?
Oh yeah, you could put that all into your account.
Yeah, because I really do like the whole music.
The gimmick is great.
The gimmick is awesome.
It's their only thing. The brewmaster's name is fucking. God damn it, he had it on here. Here we go. David Pictuelli. I'm sorry if I butchered that name.
I actually, if if my minor extensive research that I did based on the bottles that you told me to get to look into, if this is the bottle, I think he's like a famous.
He used to work with Buffalo Trace. He created a lot of their what they're doing now over there.
Okay.
So he's like he had some master degrees.
Yeah, I heard
chemistry.
I heard he's like really good. So I know that they worked well on getting somebody who was really good. They were very creative with the sound. As far as the smell was okay.
The smell is great. That's the one thing I like. It just once it hits it's the aftertaste that really gets me.
Yeah,
it's like I've had cheap whiskey that tastes better.
So far maybe like a 4.
Yes,
maybe.
I knew we were friends for a reason. I just flat out I hate it. I mean, outside from the smell and the gimmick is hilarious. Especially I used to have the name framed somewhere and then I just put it down because I was like, this is just stupid. But it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick whiskey. It's for Metallica fans who said they have Metallica whiskey. And how about it? They have a fan base. They have enough to where now they made another brand of their whiskey, the double barrel. Yeah. Which I'm not gonna buy. I'm just not. But they will.
But I mean, we're such a sucker for like band and all these artists, all these artists that are on the table. What if they have like what artists would you want to try? Like rock artists or
rock artist or any artist. So far, I don't have like the Bob Dylan one is good. Okay. Bob Dylan one's worth the price. That one's $50. Okay. We'll get that next right here. Actually, we'll tell you right now. I'm knocking on heaven's door. Heaven's Door. Heaven's Door is from Bob Dylan, and this is another one of an artist that actually that's his own distillery, a Heaven's Door distillery, which is out of Nashville, Tennessee. It looks like this is unique because they took a long ass time to make this. So they actually aged it for 6 years in new age barrels. This is the double barrel edition, so they aged it for another 6 years in another brand new barrel. So it's double aged, so that's what's a lot darker. This is actually 70 grain, 30% small grain, 70% corn. So that's actually pretty darn good. It should make it tang to sweet whiskey.
I did hear like the design of the bottle. Well, like here was based on his craftsmanship.
Because he draws. He drew it out, and then if you buy like his more premium bottle, it comes with the lyrics that he writes on it. So I'm just like, he goes out of his way. It's all about presentation. So his presentations are good. The bottle craftsman is really good. It's heavy, it's stern.
Yeah, it seems pretty heavy. I like it.
The cork is not that. Well, the cork is okay. It's still a rubber cork. I'm not a fan of rubber corks.
He's not a fan of rubber.
That's what she said.
Oh, that's what God gave us a pull-out game.
All right.
So ready for this thing?
I am so ready for this one.
All right,
cheers.
Oh, that's so good. That's so sweet. See, that's a huge difference. Huge difference. The bite is very small at the end. I feel it in the tongue, and that's it.
There's an immediate difference. I can definitely taste that.
It's quality over.
That is
the quality is really different.
That is definitely better. It's definitely over 4 so far.
It smells a little flat, but it's all about the taste. Taste is presentation, man.
This does not remind you none of like Angel's Envy, does it? Or is it just me?
No, this is you.
Yeah, it's probably just.
I mean, hey, Angel's Envy is your favorite whiskey, so it should be his own. Right? It's like his own compliment, his own rights.
Yeah.
Like to me, Angel's Envy is not a bad whiskey. It's one of those whiskeys I feel like it is overpriced because I think this was what, $60. I think they go for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think it's worse. I think it's more like a $40 bottle.
With the wings. That's what I like.
But I heard supposedly if you get the double aged one, is a lot better. So maybe one day I'll get that.
Probably, yeah. I've only been able to not been able. I just see it. I want it. I want to get it. I never thought of going over and expending extra.
So how would you rate this, my friend? I always give this like a good 7 out of 10.
Well, I'm also basing off what it tastes like when everything's done. When everything's done, there's nothing like weird in here. It doesn't leave an aftertaste. So it's definitely better than a 5, 6, maybe 6.5 to 7. Let's give it a 7.
Give it a
7.
7. Yeah,
because I did like what he did behind the design. The bottle's good.
The unique bottle of it. I'm not a fan of the big medicine long bottle because it's really a pain in the ass to put up. But I do like the presentation of it. up?
Shit, we're about to do the Slipknot one?
Yeah, it's death metal time, baby.
Oh, I don't know if I just got a boner right now.
You too? You got a boner too?
Fucking Slipknot. I bet you've been ever since I found out they made whiskey. Because they actually work with a distillery out of North Carolina called Cider Ridge Distillery out of North Carolina.
Okay.
There's apparently a really, really good local distillery out there, and that's the main singer's hometown. And so they worked together for about 2 years to make this whiskey.
Okay. Where'd you say this is from?
North Carolina.
Okay.
It's amazing. You are 100% wrong. I mean, nothing you've said has been right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You know, that wasn't my intention. But maybe that was my intention. Just I was like, wait, I thought I heard something different.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So Iowa.
Because the fucking, it says on the bottle.
That kid really needs to learn how to read.
It's okay. So Iowa's where the bottle's from. They're from Iowa.
Yeah.
So everything's Iowa. This is Iowa right here.
So even the distillery that they use is a local distillery from Iowa,
yeah.
Swisher, Iowa.
That is so fucking awesome.
So they're actually starting to get big now to the point where, because so many fans like this whiskey, they're doing mail outs. That's the only reason why I was able to get it.
Led by the lead singer, right?
Lead singer and the drummer who recently died, Clown.
Clown. Oh, Clown died?
Mm-hmm. He died like last month, I think.
Sean. Maybe. Was that
No,
Sean?
Sean is the lead singer.
Oh, Sean's the lead singer. Okay.
No, the Clown recently died, but it was Clown and the lead singer that did this. So this is 90 proof, aged 3 years. This is actually a mix of bourbon and rye. So it's the bourbon rye hybrid mix, which a lot of people have been doing a lot lately.
Okay.
Because people don't like rye whiskey too much.
Okay.
So to simmer that down, they mix it with bourbon to make it more tolerable. This is 51% corn, 35% rye, 14% raw malted barley. So it's going to be really spicy. It's going to have a spicy kick at the end of it. So for those who like those spicy kicks, have at it. So again, this will probably be my first time drinking it. I smelled it just to be curious, but I wanted to be really polite and not try it till this episode.
Such a fucking gentleman.
I know. Oh, now that's a pop.
That's a fucking.
Do that again.
Dude, I'm gonna come.
If you hear the heavy metal, off the back, man, I can already smell the spice, the peppers. The pepper's strong in this one. Yeah, 35% rye. It's a lot of rye.
This shit's strong.
I actually like that.
It's smooth.
I'm not a big fan of rye. Everyone knows I hate rye whiskey. This is really fucking good.
I didn't know. You didn't know, now you know.
If you didn't know, now you know. Yeah, oh man. This is really fucking good. But when I first got this, I assumed it was corn whiskey because fucking the label has a giant corn on it.
Fucking get us.
But apparently it's pretty much a fucking rye whiskey. Can't call it rye whiskey because it's mixed with bourbon, but it's still fucking amazing. I was really surprised. I was kind of worried about this one actually. Not gonna lie. What you think about that? That taste is fucking amazing. That taste is different.
It's definitely worth the wait. I would say that. It's worth the wait. So far, this was winning at number one. My favorite on the table. I'm going to go ahead and bump that one up to number one.
Alright.
That is really good. So if that was a 6 point something, a 6.5, I'm going to go ahead and put that at an 8.
I'll give it about an 8. I'll probably give it a 9.
Huh?
Yeah, I'll keep it with the theme 9.
Right. I should have thought of that. It's so creative.
It's very spicy, but like I said, I'm not a big fan of rye whiskey, but the spice doesn't overwhelm. It touches your tongue, and once you go to the back, it smooths out, and it just becomes this steady, just sweetness after that. It's a really good for a fucking death metal band. That's a really good fucking whiskey.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
I mean, fuck, and then 90 proof, so it's pretty fucking strong.
90 proof, damn.
I know, right? Myers is a local distillery here in Houston. They actually moved out to the Heights. They have a whiskey, a blended rye whiskey. I used to have it, but I finished the bottle already. It's really good. This is what this reminds me of that. So if you like this, you really love that.
Well, I like that. I'm actually gonna get my hands on one of those.
It's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, all together with shipping and handling, it was only $50. I thought it was gonna be more expensive. I was more worried about the shipping and handling because they usually mark up those whiskey prices.
Yeah, it's definitely worth.
So it's only $50. I'm like, fuck yeah. I think our retail price, if you wanted to just travel to Iowa, I think it's only going for like $40. So it's $10 shipping. Yeah. So fucking it's cheap.
Like I have no other reason to go to Iowa. No, I didn't.
The mix and our drink's a little stronger than you think. So get a grip.
Up for you country fans out there, doing Old Camp by Georgia Florida Line. This is the one that I told you earlier that they don't own it. They work with the people, and even the people that they work with, it's a fucking company that all they do is outsource whiskeys.
Okay.
So they make whiskeys for movies and stuff like that. So they don't have a specific brand. The company is called Proximo Spirits. So they do a lot of like overseas whiskeys, or they do movie whiskeys like gimmick whiskeys. I got a gimmick whiskey back there from Walking Dead. It's not that good. But it's one of those collectibles items people. So they work with them to make their own whiskeys. They're more famous for their pecan whiskey, but I didn't want to do flavored whiskey, so I got the regular whiskey and see how it worked. The fun thing about it is this retailed at $20. I got it on sale for $10, so it's already like a bad sign. So if no one wanted to buy it, they dropped the mark on it. But apparently this is aged in 3 years in white oak barrels, and it's about 80 proof, and it's out of New Jersey. Let's get this one over with because I'm not too high hopes for this. Cheers. The smell is faint. This like almost doesn't even have a smell.
It smells like alcohol, like rubbing alcohol.
I know, right? Like it's just that's how you pass out.
Dang, this is definitely. If somebody gets injured on the street, need to cure their pain.
This is a little bit better than I imagined. The smell's not good, but this is a little better. It's really watered down.
Yeah.
It tastes really watered down.
Hella watered down. I was expecting like a bah!
Because with the smell,
Like
yeah,
a
I
nice
expecting
kick in
a
the
pop,
fucking
but no.
throat. No.
This is just watered down whiskey.
Okay.
I will stick to what it is.
So they don't have these at every store. Or what?
They do.
They do. Okay.
Yeah. Because the company that they work with is like a global thing.
Damn! If they can get their $10 bottles.
What am I doing wrong?
All right. So that.
That's a no for me.
Yeah, that's
a no for me, dog.
It's probably gonna be the lowest. We're gonna go at the lowest. What did I rate this one at? 2, 3, 4.
Well, you had it at 4.
So I'm gonna give this one maybe like a 1.5.
Damn. I actually give it a little bit higher. I'm not gonna go that low. I'll probably give it a 3 just because this doesn't have the burn like that does. Like the Blackend. The Blackend just has a horrible burn that I just don't like at all.
So you like this one better than?
Yeah.
Bro?
Yeah, I do. But it's just, again, it's very, like, we were talking about a point here.
Yeah.
Because it's a 3 out of 10 for me. It's still not a good whiskey.
Dang, I totally trashed it.
Fuck it.
I just give a fuck.
I just feel like it's probably nothing
When
else.
it's already a $20 whiskey that's dropped to 10, I mean, sorry, like I said, it's not a good sign. It means that nobody bought it.
I just feel like maybe there was a house party and I couldn't afford anything.
Oh, this is the one we got. Here you go, guys.
Bam. Pull up with 3 of those.
They won't know the difference.
They won't know the difference.
When you're drunk, you're drunk. That's an easy pass. So that was an easy review too, because that was trash. At least.
Oh, damn, we're down to the last one?
Yeah, yeah. We're moving pretty quick here with these, aren't we? The fucking Creek Water. Then this is by Yellow Wolf. I don't know if you know who Yellow Wolf is.
Give me a second.
He's semi-famous.
It's Yellow Wolf. Yellow Wolf. He was on a song with. Was he in a song with Los Filter?
Yeah.
Yes, I do fucking know.
So he's on Eminem's protege. He's his understudy.
No shit.
So he's a white boy from North Carolina. That's why I was confusing these two.
Yeah.
So
okay.
He was originally like a hardcore rapper, and then
so this is him.
This is his stuff, and this is actually he's trying to build a label. From what I read,
this is Yellow Wolves. Well, yeah. I like this. This is always.
So yeah, that's my favorite thing about the bottle. They're using a craft bottle. He's actually making his own beer too.
Oh wow, word.
So he's working with a company called Next Century Spirits. It's 100 proof, and this is actually a bourbon mash, a mash whiskey. So it should be a little bit sour. 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malt. So it's gonna be should be a little sweet, sour whiskey.
I'm excited. I mean,
I'm excited too. I just love this little
there should be
thing.
like some Yellow Wolf music to this, like.
I know. What I like about it too is he's starting to become like more like southern country rap. Like he changed his style last year.
Yeah, he's like, maybe this is not working. Let's go.
Well, Eminem told him, it was his time with Eminem. He told me he's not a rapper because no one's gonna take him seriously. He's a white rapper. So he needs, like how Eminem became trailer trash rapper. He told him, "Yellow, find your image through that," and so he became what they call a country boy rapper. Because his last album was almost like a country album, but he rapped over it. So it was unique. I liked it.
It's crazy that I remember him. Like I literally have forgotten him since I first looked him up.
He's been in a lot of music, a lot of songs, and people underlook him because his albums don't sell like that. But
Yellow Wolf, look him up.
He's good. I like him a lot. I admire this bottle one more time. This is one of those real good reusable.
It's a very, that's definitely getting me used. We're putting something in there. That's the ones you reuse to put leche in there.
Fuck yeah. That's my new water bottle right there. Just clog it open.
Don't they have these like at stores? Like
yeah,
like
growlers.
Stores?
Those are called growler. I have a bunch of them. You can fill it. You can take these to a brewery. They'll fill it up with beer because of this rubber case up here. It prevents air from getting in it.
Huh.
So it means much everything fresh.
So you're saying I can take one of those empty ones, take it to a brewery, any brewery?
You can call ahead. So some of them do, some of them don't. The only thing I don't like about it is the color. The color is very light. I don't like that color. Not too much.
Cheers.
Cheers. Not bad. Not great, but it's not bad. This is another rye whiskey though, because I can taste the peppers real good.
Yeah, this one's very similar to the peppered one, which was this the pepper one?
This one. This was a pepper one.
Oh, that was the pepper one. So yeah, those are similar.
This was still my favorite. This is still a lot sweeter.
That's still number one for me. It's smooth. I like it.
Well, this probably be my close second right here. That aftertaste hurts though. This has a bad aftertaste.
Yeah, you don't want to be like last call at the end of the night and you take one of these. This might take you to the limit.
Yeah, this one has a real bad aftertaste. It's almost like metallic. How you rate this one?
Not gonna lie, I kind of like it. I like the bottle to begin with.
Oh,
and then hearing where it's from, that's also an artist that doesn't get enough recognition. So I really would want him to. So I give him a little bit more. It tastes semi-similar to that. Tastes better than most. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this one. I don't hate it. It's not terrible.
It's a whiskey. it's a drinkable.
This one was my number one. So this is my number one. This is my number 2, 3, 4, and last.
Okay.
So that would put that at like.
I guess
that would be my 3. Maybe like a 7 or something.
7, that's fine. Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
It's mainly because I don't like the color. It just looks watered down, and it doesn't even taste watered down. This is the weird thing about it.
Yeah, that one was out of watered down. This one.
Yeah, but is the only thing that really killed it for me. This would have been like an 8 or a 10, 8 out of 10. It was just the aftertaste that killed it for me. Because once you shoot it up, the very end of it, for some reason, I tasted metallic. I'm just like, oh. And I was like, oh, that's out of nowhere. But other than that, it's a good whiskey. It's a good presentation.
How much is that one?
This one was $24.
Not bad. Yeah.
So it's a cheap whiskey.
So if you're going to a party, house party,
this is a good way to impress people.
Get that one because it looks cool, and then get the one with that old something.
Just because it's cheap.
Yeah,
they won't know the difference.
Get 2 bottles of that, 2 bottles of that. The most you're spending is less than 100.
So what would you say? This is your favorite one? This wins it all?
Yeah, this is definitely.
And this was not pre-planned at all. I was wondering who was going to win this, and this is just a nice looking bottle because I love the label of that.
You know, at the beginning, after
you were looking at that,
I was like, man, it's gonna be hard going through these, but easily this one got eliminated. Not because it's bad, but just because these were way better. Then it came down to this one. This was just better than the rest.
Yeah,
I
agree. Like
on this table,
this was my favorite one for a good while, but this is my number one now, and it's something I'm gonna have to like pop out every now and not too often because it takes forever to order another one. So I was like, I'm just gonna enjoy this while I have it.
Okay.
But they do have an aged one, which I want to get. It's $100, and it's almost as tall as this, I think. It's like an oval shape, and it's aged 10 years.
Something tells me you're gonna get it.
I probably will eventually. I have to. If I have this one, I have to get that one.
Okay.
So, but like I said, this is probably number 1, so this wins it all. This wins it all. Good old Slipknot, number 9. All right, go mosh it out. This was fun though. Yeah, how you like it?
This was fun, man. This was really fun, very creative. I've never been on one of these things before, so
It seems like everyone's doing some of these things. Everyone I know is doing something like this.
You know, I didn't really look into it until you invited me onto this thing. So until you invited me, then I was like, oh man, there's a few videos of this, and that. It's okay, interesting. But I like them. I like it. I would like to try other things. I believe that I have as much knowledge as I have on other things.
No, I mean,
Which is not much.
Like I said, you're more welcome to come back. I'm trying to do more than just, because originally it was me and my cousin doing it.
Okay.
And that kind of was starting to fall flat. So I want to work with more different people. That's why Alex started coming on.
Alex, message for you. You should have finished that meat.
He did.
He did?
He did.
Oh, just kidding. I saw you finish that meat. Struggled, but it's just, I mean, I'm pretty sure I would have struggled too.
He finished it.
I don't know. I want to try it. I want to try that.
Left.
Let's try it.
You want to try it right now?
Real quick.
Alright, let's go.
There will now be a short intermission.
For the shits and giggles, we're going to retry Viking's Blood.
Let me clean your steak out.
Sorry, Ken. I risked
Oh,
it.
you're into it.
Alright, so this is for you, Alex. So that way you're not the only one.
Yeah. You're not the only one.
Chew us. It's a lot sweeter than last time.
Definitely. It does taste kind of sweet. It is like a fermented something.
Well, pretty much that's what meat is. Meat is just fermented honey.
I thought it was like a fermented apple or something.
Nah. Let's wrap this up right quick. We'll move on to the next one. All right, so this ended up winning everything else.
That's a winner.
All right.
Hands down. Slipknot, hit me up. Just kidding.
So we'll probably do one more episode after this, but you're welcome. You're more welcome to come
Yeah,
back.
man. These are awesome. I'm down. I'm down. Totally down.
So we'll sign out from now.
Oh wait, I'm not done.
Oh,
Alex,
shit.
the meat wasn't that bad. But then he said it's like it's already like aired out, so it's not fair. It's not fair for me.
It's not a fair tasting. Yeah, it's been auction touched, so probably
But
hence itself out.
oh yeah.
So till next time, my friends, drink safe, drink smart, drink responsibly, and salute.